The UN's 2015 Climate Change Conference, or COP21 in Paris, was the moment the world pledged to keep global warming well below 2 degrees Celsius. But making the promise to stay at 1.5 degrees pre-industrial levels was the easy part. It took years and many disputes before a rule book was agreed on. It was finally at COP24 in Poland when countries hammered out the guidelines for how everyone reports their emissions and tracks progress. But there were tensions over who should do and pay more. Fast forward to 2021 in Glasgow, Scotland, COP26 called for the phasing down of coal. The first time coal was singled out, and there was a breakthrough on global carbon markets, but no deal on climate finance.
We've had so many disappointments in this process.
A year later in Egypt, COP27 made history with the creation of the Loss and Damage Fund, a mechanism to finally help countries after climate disasters. But holding the biggest emitters to account was still a fight. TRT World was at COP28 in Dubai in 2023, where oil and renewable energy lobbyists unwillingly shared the stage. Intense negotiations ended with something never seen before in a COP decision, a commitment to transition away from fossil fuels. But not everyone was happy.
It seems that you just gaveled the decisions and the small island developing states were not in the room.
And at COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan, wealthy countries pledged about $300 billion a year by 2035, far below the $1.3 trillion developing nations say is needed to survive.
This is an insult to what the convention says.
And now COP30 in Brazil, the so-called Amazon COP, and it's the same old fight.
When these issues get pushed deep into extra time, everybody loses.
Developing nations are still demanding more than $1 trillion annually to scale up their resilience and adaptation capabilities, and for a fund that focuses on helping people when they lose their homes and crops to floods, drought, and extreme heat. Why is climate finance such a divisive issue?
It's not divisive. Everybody in the Global South, many of the party groupings are already united on this issue. We do think that it's an issue of justice, an issue of climate reparations. They do have the climate debt.
And the heat literally is pushing pledges. A group of philanthropies committed $300 million to support climate action. Brazil is also promoting its $125 billion Tropical Forever Forest facility meant to reward nations for keeping trees standing. So because those payments rely on investment returns, critics fear they could become another market-friendly tool that ends up helping investors more than the vulnerable communities it promises to protect. Reagan Des Vignes, TRT World, Belem, Brazil.